Hello.
Hello.
Happy
How are you?
Wednesday.
Happy Whiskey Wednesday. How does that?
Ah,
Happy Barrel
let's
Proof
see.
Whiskey Wednesday.
It's what?
I said happy Barrel
Whiskey
Proof
Wednesday,
Whiskey
I know.
Wednesday.
Good God. We'll see how that
I
works
know
out.
I know you're already all primed and ready from your earlier
Yeah.
hangout with Hello Again.
What a blast. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. I had so much fun over there at their channel.
they're all like really just sweet, genuine, awesome guys. I love
For
those guys.
sure.
What's up, James
Um,
Morgan?
James Morgan, it's all about Buffalo Trace Barrel Proof tonight. We are going to start with the Blanton's straight from the barrel, and then the Stagg. No, then the E.H.
No,
Taylor Barrel Proof, then
EHT.
the Stagg Jr.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. But for now, I had Knob Creek just 100 proof, obviously. But I should have poured Buffalo Trace, I guess. But then I poured some Knob Creek 120 just to help start jumping myself up. So I wasn't as primed and ready as you are.
Well, I had that much left in my H. Taylor Barrel Proof, so I just poured it
Yeah.
in this glass to sip on, and then I opened another one for the
Yeah.
comparison.
Yeah.
So yours is a different barrel than mine.
Mine is the one you're currently drinking then. Like
Yeah,
the
for sure.
that you're
Yeah,
having the remnants of one, right? I mean, they're only like 2 proof apart, so
they're very
not.
close. Yeah, they're very, very
Yeah.
close. There's not a huge distinction between the two, so I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. I think it'll be good.
Cheers, Malam and James Morgan. Yay. Let's see. I think
Yeah.
Jason's going to go over a little bit tonight, but that's all right. We'll start the
Yeah, he's
party.
got the Blendigaden thing going. We got Matthew Parks up in here.
Hi. Oh, look, we've got Dustin says cheers from Mash and Drum live stream.
Check that out. Awesome. Thanks
So
for
I'm
coming
so
over.
excited. I'm going to see Matthew Parks and Taste and Sensibility when we go to the Bourbon Festival in March.
Hell yes. Yes. That's in New Orleans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you gonna have
Maybe
some
this time. Maybe this time I can have a beignet.
Oh, look at you. I think that's right. I think that's how
I
you
did
say it,
good, right? I think I did
right?
that right.
Beignet?
Beignet?
I think so.
I just think of Bengay now.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty
Bengay, but like, yay, Bengay.
Yay, beignet.
Oh, God. Sean Peak is here. Hello. Bourbon before bacon. All right, guys, you gotta bear with me. Adriana's gonna keep me in check. I started 2 hours ago on someone else's stream.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
What all did you have over on Hello Again Whiskey Friend?
Oh my. So Darrell sent flights out, and unfortunately, Jeff and Kelsey didn't get their packages on time. So it was just me and Darrell, and there was 2 scotches and 2 bourbons. So unfortunately, I did the scotch first. So by the time I got to the bourbon, my palate was all messed up. And one of my favorite buys for the year was in the flight, and I had no clue what it was at all.
What was
the last one I drank?
Oh no.
Yeah, it was that Turkey 70th.
Oh, I love that one. They dropped more
too.
bottles here, and we were able to pick up another bottle. I was so excited. Yeah.
Oh,
that one's fun.
We drank one, and I like this much of our second one, and I don't have a backup. I'm very sad.
Oh, yeah. It's like it's just so drinkable. Like,
it's
Wild
so
Turkey
good.
Nailed it with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And the price point is great.
Right. For once, Wild Turkey figured out how to put a good price point on something.
Yeah.
Instead of their insane prices that they've been going up with on the Master Keeps. Dustin is agreeing that the 70th is so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's 8-year aged. And it's like $50 MSRP?
Yeah, I want to say it's like $50. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We started out.
It feels like I must be wrong because it seems so low
Like it
for
should be
like
higher.
such a solid bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a good solid $80 bottle, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
so I started out with the 2 scotches that Jarrell sent, and then and they were both Compass Box. I hadn't had either one, but because I haven't had a lot of like Compass Box, they blend some crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
And so I had no clue. I'm like, all right, there's no peat. I think it kind of has an American malt flavor to it. But yet then Jarrell said something. He said, I picked these 2 for you because I knew, this is what you liked. And I'm like, oh shit, it's got to be Irish then. And I'm like,
Oh, it just totally messed with your
I
head.
got in
Yeah.
my head. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
either way, though, it was a massive blended scotch, like so many scotches in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the time
Yeah.
I got to the 4 Roses and the 70th, I'm like, I get dill. They're like, what?
What's happening?
My palate was
This
so fun.
this is like where like I think it's crazy how much like the order of like what you drink can affect how it tastes. So it's like sometimes it's hard to say like, oh, this is really good. It's like it's good today. Might hate it tomorrow.
Oh, my
ooh, yeah. I'd go
my
for some good
notifications
traditional
volume
breakfast
is not
foods.
off. Whoopsie. There we go.
What was that?
That is interesting. Matt says but in fact, the traditional breakfast food are pretty amazing too. Like what?
Right?
Like what?
Yeah.
Maybe I got it.
We need specifics.
Taste sensibility. Z-Man's here.
What's up, Doug? Hey, Z-Man.
Oh my
Dustin
gosh.
was saying that he likes the Russell's Reserve 10 also. I like it okay. Like
Yep.
I think you're talking about like the standard 90 proof.
So
I think it's just too low of a proof for me.
I went on a kick about the same time that I went through that bottle of the 70th. I got out that Russell's 10 and I bought like 4 bottles back to back because I would just sip on it every night. I like didn't want to leave that bottle. I was on it. I was
Yeah.
on a thing.
Yeah. I like sometimes I'm in the mood for it, and then other times I'm like, this is water and just bland and does nothing for me. So I don't know.
Des was over there in the Hello Again Whiskey Friends stream tonight when I was in there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Freaking
so
Des is
she'll feel my
awesome.
pain. If she's been drinking along, then she'll understand.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She'll oh man. I keep forgetting like what's in my and I haven't even poured the others. And I'm like, wait. Am I accidentally drinking one of our pours? No. It's just not great.
James Morgan is having the straight from the barrel at 121.4. What are we doing? We're doing. It's such pity.
128.8.
Oh, yours is not autofocusing. There we go.
It goes.
128.8. That's good because mine didn't want to come out of the bag. It is dumped 10/7/24. So it's this year.
Hell yeah. I don't know that I've ever even had. No, that's a lie. I think I've had straight from. We had it when I was in Colorado, visiting one of Mike's friends.
Oh.
But it was like amongst a bunch of things. So problem sometimes with those like bottle shares was just like, shit, now I've had so many things I don't know what was what.
Oh, you got to go back and revisit whenever you're doing that kind of stuff. That's why, I mean, you've seen it when we have people at the house. We just bring out a big thing of the 1 ounce sample bottles because we're like, if you really think you love it, take some home and try it again later.
Yeah. Yep.
128.1 says Dustin, 10/9/23. You don't like it. It's too sweet. Okay. All right.
Oh, too sweet. I mean, I think the thing about actually, I think this will be neat because it's a Buffalo Trace barrel proof light. I think the thing about Buffalo Trace in general is it's sweeter than the other, I feel like Wild Turkey is nowhere near as sweet. Knob Creek can be kind of a mix. But I feel like Buffalo Trace really leans into the sweetness, which can be great. Sometimes I'm have that sweet tooth, but other nights I just want that.
Yeah, it can definitely, especially certain ones can take on that artificial sweetener flavor to it, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got
writing down what I pour
here. Wow. Cool running. Thomas Anderson.
Hello.
Hello. Cheers, my friends, my friends. Okay. Whew.
Okay. Yours
So
are already
if you
poured,
didn't
right?
hear
So yeah.
Adriana, you got to go back and watch part of the replay over there at Hello Again Whiskey Friends. It was such a good time. I know we've been trying to get them on this show, but they turn into a pumpkin after a certain time. But they did make a commitment that if we can pick a night, at least Kelsey did. Darrell mentioned it. We might have to work on Jeffrey, but
yeah. But maybe if we can pick a night, they'd be able to make it work.
Yeah.
That would be super cool.
I did tell them, I'm like, is it February 1st? Is that Saturday?
Yeah. That's
So, February 1st, you have no excuse not to watch us unless you hate true crime, because we'll be going live at 8 o'clock Eastern on that Saturday doing Criminals and Cocktails.
And it is the 1st. I just checked.
I did not throw in Patreon because I was hoping to run it by you, but I will throw it in tomorrow. I've kind of got 4 or 5 of them picked out that I'll kick over to you, or you can look in the spreadsheet, one of the two.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can look at that right after the stream tonight. Hello, Jeff Castle? Jeff Castle? You my bad eyesight. Yeah. I thought it was an exclamation mark.
Cast? What is it?
It's an L at the end.
Okay.
So Castle, right?
We're both blind, bro. What's it say?
Can we read? Mine's not like a reading glasses sort of thing. Mine is just I'm always blind.
It is an L. Jeff Castle.
It is an L, yeah?
Yes.
Everybody's saying hi. And MC's in. What's up? Telling everybody to hit that like button.
Love that. Thank you.
We're about to get started on these.
Yes. MC, I hope you have been working diligently on taking all those beautiful funds that everyone in the whiskey community did, and it's making some upgrades. I know you've been keeping me updated. I'm so excited for you.
Yes. Okay. That's so awesome. Okay.
So we're going to go in order of proof, right? That's what we said?
Yes.
So
for the most part.
Those of you that just jumped in, we're doing a Buffalo Trace barrel proof battle. We're starting out with Blanton's straight from the barrel. Then we're going to go to our E.H. Taylor barrel proof. Then we're going to go to our Stagg. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Just double checking.
Yep. I'm excited.
Definitely started 3 hours ago. So.
Am I still saying
I did between their stream and our stream, I did eat goulash and bread.
Smart.
All the carbs.
That's like whenever I see Nick has gotten like a little bit too tipsy, a little bit too fast, I just like bring him a slice of bread. You need to eat some bread. Like it's my go-to.
Have some bread, my friend.
Like, I think you need some bread. I mean, I do it for myself also, to be fair.
Will was like, did you eat? Like, I have bread and goulash waiting. It's fine. I'll be okay.
I had a big girl meal. I had a Chef Boyardee. Because it was one of those days. So now I'm going to follow that delicious Chef Boyardee up with some Blanton straight from the barrel. 128.8 proof.
I mean, that sounds right. And my goulash, I have to say, was not made today because I came in sideways. It was made on Monday. So.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we had leftovers in the fridge. I just already eaten them a couple times, and I was like, not in the mood. So Chef Boyardee was. Okay, have you smelled this
Monday,
yet?
I made goulash, sweet and spicy chicken pineapple over rice, a lasagna to go in the freezer, and
it must be lasagna week. Nick made lasagna soup.
Oh, yum!
It's good.
Ground turkey taco meat and marinated mushrooms. That way, I'm good. I don't have to cook until like next Monday.
Okay, I know that. Oh, I forgot now who said it. Might have been Dustin about the Blantons being like a little too sweet. I am getting like kind of a marshmallowy. Like it's very different from what I normally get from like other Buffalo Trace. Like of like the grape sort of or bubble gum that you can kind of get. This is
on the nose,
like toasted marshmallow on the nose. Yeah,
which is funny because I have such a hard time picking out marshmallow notes. But this is like opening up a jar of that marshmallow cream stuff that you make Rice Krispie treats with.
Yeah, right?
It's like there's no mistaking it. That's exactly what it is. In fact, it tastes or doesn't. It smells like a Rice Krispie treat.
I could see that. But it's like a Rice Krispie treat with like a little more sugar,
Like
like
a
a
frosted Rice Krispie treat.
yeah, right? Yeah, like there's an icing or something.
Oh,
It
Des
suggests
loves
that she
lasagna
loves
soup.
lasagna. I've never heard of this before. This I was very confused when Nick said it's good. I think I'd rather have lasagna, but it is good.
I've never had it ever.
Lasagna soup or
Right.
lasagna?
Uh,
I was thinking this.
husband of mine, we are starting with the Blanton straight from the barrel.
Yes.
Definitely, your daughter eats it every day.
It's a lot of marshmallow fluff. I don't know if I actually ever had marshmallow fluff. Okay.
I've only had it in Rice Krispie treats. I've never like actually tried it. I should have, but I didn't.
I mean, I've eaten another person's homemade, right? I don't know. My mom did not bake, and nor do I.
I feel like
Never.
it's my lazy way of making Rice Krispie treats.
That's fair.
Okay, I'm going
It's
in.
the harder way.
With marshmallows.
Like how do you get it to?
You warm them up on the stove and you put the butter and the marshmallows in there and you warm them up and then you add the Rice Krispie treats and then
In a
fold it.
pot?
Yeah.
Or like in a
In a
but
pot.
now it's all over the pot, right?
But there you put butter in there so it comes right off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Believe it or
I was
not, it all just
imagining
like wipes right out.
like, when you can't put marshmallows and then they get on your fingers and it's like, well, I have marshmallow on my hands for the rest
Yeah,
of the
I don't know how it's like magic. It all sticks to the Rice Krispies and then just
There is a
flops
trick.
right out of the bowl and it's the weirdest thing. It's like the easiest to make versus chocolate and all that other shit. Okay. Anyways. Fluffer Nutter sandwiches. What are Fluffer Nutter sandwiches? Is that like Nutter butter or
I think it's with
Nutella?
Nutella. I'm guessing it's with Nutella.
So other than
Okay.
the marshmallow, when you taste it, what do you get?
I'm getting the char, like from the the oaky char note kind of deal. That's like which is fixing it in a way for me, from being too sweet kind of deal. Like it's balancing that out. It's kind of confusing because I'm expecting it to taste sweeter than it is based on the nose.
Yeah, it's definitely not as sweet as the nose. And I think that's where you're getting that oak and you're getting that proof, and it's kind of counterbalancing that. But on the nose, it's straight up marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, it's like hard to come up with anything. That was a yummy sip. Okay, it's not just almost a graham cracker. Like it's like a s'more without the chocolate. Like on this, I don't know, it's my third sip. Like I got
I
this
get that. No, I can see where you get
a
that. I
lingering
think
graham
that's where I'm
cracker.
getting that Rice Krispie treat from. But you're
That makes
probably right
sense.
on. It's more of a graham cracker.
Yeah, it's got more of that
Like the
interestingness,
honey
I
graham
guess, of a graham
cracker.
cracker. Yeah, which I
Mm-hmm.
dig.
For
I always
sure.
forget how much I love graham crackers until I buy some for like s'mores for camping, and then I have leftovers. I'm like, no.
I love
These are
graham
so good.
crackers with butter on them. Just straight out of the box, slap some butter on that thing.
That sounds amazing.
It's so good.
Don't give me ideas.
I used to eat it as a kid and I never outgrew it.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Okay.
On my hot
Do you
cocoa.
feel like it tastes the proof?
No, not really. So I was just having 120 proof Knob Creek as kind of a way to step up into the higher proofs and control. And it doesn't feel like I feel like the only thing that kind of gives it away that it's higher proof is that it's got a really long finish. Like
It's
it has
got
a
a
really nice
zinger of a
lingering
finish. It's very that's where you get your proof is on that finish. It kind of comes up and just bites a little bit and it just kind of gnaws all the way through, I think.
Yeah, it's not like it's sharp at the beginning or anywhere in the mid. Like it's very much not until it lingers around that you're like, oh, there it is. Okay. Which is like the perfect way for proof to show up, I feel like.
And I feel like on the
I'm good.
palate of this is where you start getting some of that fruit that you didn't get on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of fruity. A little bit of fruitiness.
And it's just that touch of dark fruit. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not that grape that you're used to. It's more of like a dark cherry. Like what are those cherries that you put in cocktails that are dark? Not maraschino, but the other one, Luxardo.
Luxardo.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that syrup, but really down there.
Yeah, yeah. I can kind of. It's funny because I hate cherries and syrup kind of thing.
It
So I
tastes
never.
medicinal to me. Usually, this doesn't.
Yeah, but like I do know, like when you get like an old fashioned and it doesn't have it totally like muddled in the bottom, but there was some, and so you get a little bit of that. I'm okay with that much, but
Yeah.
like, so I could see what you mean there, but like I'm not a super familiar with the Luxardo or any cherry.
I just know that because
Stuff,
if I get a
Brisa.
maraschino cherry, it's too sweet, and if I get too much cherry, it reminds me of cough syrup. So I think that's where I
Yeah, yeah,
specifically zeroed into that.
yeah, yeah. I'm so wary of cherries.
Very Joseph Brazo, happy late
Brisa!
anniversary. I hope it was
Yes,
amazing with your
you and LMB.
beautiful bride, LMB.
Brisa, how many years was it? It was a substantial number, I believe.
Yeah, she puts up with him for a long time.
Right?
Mojo,
It's
bless
both.
ups to you.
What's up, Bojo? Pumpernickel soup / bread bowl. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
very sweet. It is very, very sweet.
It is.
But I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I don't know that I would have
I do
like
like it.
3 pours in a row of it, but
Right. Yeah.
just sit down and have a pour of it. I think it's really good. I was surprised at how much I liked this one.
I'm trying to figure out what THH stands for.
What are we looking at?
Uh, your husband said something, and then Dustin said THH is almost unbearable for me. So sweet. I don't know what THH is. Thomas Handy, something.
Oh, is it the handy?
Thomas Handy.
No.
No.
What is THA Scott?
Explain. I'm so confused. Thomas H. Handy. Oh, we were right. I forgot that there was an H in there.
So we got to have some of this year's handy. Our friend had one, brought it over. I mean, I don't want to ruin the review I'm going to do, but it's not my happy face.
Yeah.
It's not
in
my
fairness,
happy face.
You're not like me, but you're not like a huge rye fan kind of thing. Have you liked other handies?
But yeah, and
you like
once
I know you like some.
I did, and I liked it, and it was a long time ago. It was like 2018, 19, something like that.
Oh wow.
But this one, it wasn't even the rye notes. It just, I don't know. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
I feel like with all the hype, I should have been like, wow, this is good. And I was like, wow, I feel like I should like this more.
Yeah. 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 I've definitely had that response. Okay. I'm so ready for EHT. I'm saving most of this sample for Nick because EHT is his everything.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on that straight from the barrel?
I like it. I feel like the nose is gonna be, I wouldn't say like I love it, but I do really like it.
Okay.
I don't know. What are we looking for a score? I'm not good at scoring. I overthink scoring.
No, so. I'm just so for me,
yeah.
I feel like regular Blanton's is a decent $50-$60 bottle. It's a decent bourbon. I will sit down and drink it. I will take an Eagle Rare over it any day, but it's decent. I feel like the Blanton's Gold was better. You know, it was a good bottle for MSRP. I feel like straight from the barrel is good. It's solid. Like I like this.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm being hesitant. Yeah, I
What?
think I'm being hesitant because I love Stagg Jr. Like I'm a freaking fiend for Stagg Jr. I remember the first time I tried it and I was like legitimately pissed off because I was like, I will never find this again. I'm never going to be able to get this. Like I'm mad that I know it exists because I know I can't get more. And then luckily Nick has managed to get more. But like that is it's my birthday. It's been a really shitty fucking
Yeah.
day. It's Christmas. It's like whatever good excuse I could come up with. Like, ooh, love. So I think I'm being hesitant there. I will say,
I talked to you on those days. I remember I'm in the bathtub with the Stagg Jr. with the
yes,
day.
like fuck today.
I feel that.
I
That's
am.
solid.
Everything is gone. Stagg Jr. is like but like for me, regular Blantons shouldn't be 50, 60. To me, it should be 30. Like it's just 93 proof, right? 93 proof, I think.
It's
Like
an on the patio sipper as you start your night. It's good.
it's forgettable. It's forgettable. I think that's my
That's
thing
a
about
great
it.
word.
I like if I'm gonna pay 50, 60 bucks and you can get that Wild Turkey 70th anniversary for that freaking much money.
Okay, if we're gonna
like
compare it to that, then I mean,
I'm just saying, and then you get Bland's, and like, yes, we're spoiled and we're talking MSRP because we live in MSRP, like control states or whatever, but
yeah.
like, it's just forgettable. So, like, every now and then, Nick gets another bottle of Blanton's just because, like, it was there. And he's like, well, it was only this much. And I'm like, it's still too much to me. Like, I'd rather spend that
I
on
mean,
some Lord of the Rings or something.
I don't know. I guess like for me, I don't grab for it. If I ran out of
Yeah.
Eagle Rare, I would probably drink Blanton's. You
Yeah.
know, I like the fact that I
Yeah.
don't have to think about it. I like that I can grab for it. I will never pay more than retail.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even
No.
retail now that they've bumped it up is it's a hard grab.
Yeah.
If I drink it now, it's because there's someone over that either hasn't had it or they like it.
I
But
feel
I'm
like
never
that's why
gonna
I
say
like to
it's
have
a
it on the
bad
shelf.
bourbon.
Is
It's not a bad bourbon.
No, it's fine. It's just fine. Like I like to have it on the shelf that way just in case. And if somebody's in the money, yeah, which is funny because I know I'm the only person on the planet who thinks this. I think it's an ugly freaking bottle. I hate that bottle. I want to hide it behind other bottles because I think it's so ugly. I think it's trying too hard. It looks like a rotten potato. Like
Oh my god. Now, really?
I'm
I
not a
mean,
fan.
I feel like it's just because of all the hype of it, you're extra critical. But I have to say, I love the bag on the straight from the barrel. So it's a
Yeah, I do
leather
like I
bag.
noticed that earlier. I
Yeah.
did like that bag. Yes.
It's a
Yeah.
leather bag, like a suede, and then it's
That's
got the
nice.
gold embroidered. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I mean, it's all about marketing, right? It's all those tricky,
Ugh.
tricky little things that you do.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I'm so not in. I don't
I
think
mean, I'm
it's
not
just the
gonna
like
lie.
I think I would dislike that. Like if I didn't know anything about whiskey and I walked in and I saw that ugly ass bottle, I'd feel like, well, I don't want that one. Like and it's all like brown labeling and like this ugly tan, the basic one. Like blech, everything about it, not a fan. If it looked more like a grenade, I'd be more into it. But it's not grenade enough.
You're like, so if it
It's just
had a little wick that I could
if it had a
light and
pin,
throw.
you feel like it had like a little pin that you pulled before, that would be epic. I would absolutely go for it.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
What's up, Mike? Extremely.
Um,
Oh, how long were you in Jersey?
yeah, I didn't even know you were in New Jersey. We have not spoke in a minute, sir. There is a
Yeah.
lot of money in the
I'm not.
packaging. And that is great. Hi, Rob D.
Yay! Also, Rob D, I was very drunk on Big Mix the other night. So
Oh my God, you were so fun.
I was.
I
I
was
don't really
not feeling
remember what
good,
I feel.
and you just
Yeah.
made my night better. I'm not gonna lie.
It was one of those like I was drinking, I didn't have anything to do the next day, and Nick put him on, and I was like, fuck it. I just stayed up way too late.
So I went
Yeah.
to bed, and Will stayed up and watched the stream, and I had to go to bed. Oh my God, it was hilarious.
I was too drunk.
Thomas Anderson, I may or may not have done that a few times. I probably did not because I don't. Yeah. Okay. Hey, there's Larry 3R, and there's Big Vic. Big Vic, we talked about your live stream. Always a fun time. Go check out Backyard BS. You just never know when Drunk Adriana is going to show up.
It'll be random, but
okay,
it happens.
I have to say, I love this comment. Bourbon is easy. It's fun. You know, we do our thing and we act like we know what we're talking about, but it's all about what you like, right?
Yep. Yep. Also, like a very accurate comment, just pour some rare breed. Like, all the time I'll ask Nick to just like pour me something random kind of deal, you know, and he'll go pour it and I won't see it. And I don't know how many times I've been like, ooh, I don't know what this is, but it's really good. What is it? And he's like, oh, it's just rare breed. How can I love rare breed? It is killer.
Okay, so okay, we're getting there's I'm behind, but there's Bourbon Engineer. And
Nick did make me a grilled cheese. That's how drunk I was.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for that.
There's a 1.75
Adriana in full angry Puerto Rican mode. Loved it. You were going
what
off.
What was I mad about?
Going on.
Like, what was I mad about? I don't remember.
A few things, and none of them come to mind right now, but I know you were very upset.
That sounds right. I do that.
Okay, so that was our straight from the barrel. Should we move on to our E.H. Taylor barrel proof?
Yes, I'm excited for this one.
Okay.
We had a bottle like a couple years ago, but Nick loves EHT in the same way Knob Creek 12 Cask Strength was like my baby. So he like had only 2 pours of that entire bottle. I only had like 2 small pours of that EHT. So it's like I vaguely remember it being good, but I'm excited to like revisit it.
See, now had I known how much he loved it, I would have sent an extra one.
I'm mad again. I do remember now. The PhD nonsense. Yeah, people. I remember that.
Stu was
Boy was coming after me directly in my PhD.
I do remember now. Do you remember though? I had your back. I was there for you, girl.
The next morning, I was like, why is my diploma out here? Because I pulled out, I was trying to find like my actual PhD. Like I found my, I don't even know where it is, but I was like trying to find it drunkenly. And the next morning, I'm like, why is this sitting on the floor?
I just remember thinking, I really hope that her mice are okay.
They're
if she goes in tomorrow and there's any issues with our mice, we're all screwed.
Oh, man. Nope. That would not be okay.
Okay. So I have to tell you that I am a huge, so me and E.H. Taylor, we have a love-hate relationship. I hate the hype. I'm not a fan of small batch, but I love some of their barrels.
Yeah.
I do love barrel proof, and some of those single barrels have really hit it out of the park for me.
Yeah.
And you know, I do like some ryes. I'm not a huge fan of their rye.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm not for me and E.H. Taylor.
Not about to defend it, but it's a barely legal though, right? There's like a 51%, right? I think.
Rob D, sure it's at least well, you have a great night. Thanks for
good night, buddy. Good night, buddy. I'm getting so much strawberry on this one. Also, I love this comment that it's 14 feet tall.
So I almost always get a strawberry on E.H. Taylor. More like a strawberry cream, like a strawberry cream, like a strawberry pie with whipped cream on it.
Yep.
Always get that.
Yeah, because I was like,
all the E.H. Taylors except the rye.
It's not like fresh strawberry.
It's like pie filling.
Yeah, it's more like that. Yeah, exactly, that strawberry and syrup kind of thing.
I don't think there's canned strawberry pie filling, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
See, Thomas Anderson thinks so. LMB and Nick drinking all the E.H. Taylor while in Vegas.
That's right, yes.
So we just had
they drank that whole bottle. There's like a whole bottle.
The E.H. Taylor was what, 128? Is that what we determined?
Yeah. Well, so mine's 129.3, but you just finished that one off, and so yours is 127.8 or something?
28.1, I think.
Oh, this is a good question. Nick likes it. I barely. I don't
So I guess I shouldn't say I don't like it. If it was the only E.H. Taylor, I would like it, but I'm so much more in love with the other ones. I feel like it's so cohesive and so blended, which I normally love about a bourbon, but it's so easy and so blended and cohesive. And then you go into like one of the barrel proofs that just has layer after layer after layer. And I think had I not had the other ones, I probably wouldn't be so harsh on it. But when you put it up next to some of those other ones, it's like, you know, it's like putting the Blantons up next to, for me, and Eagle Rare, or, you know, some of these other,
or like Eagle Rare against Stagg Jr. So like it's like
exactly.
All of a sudden it loses all of its special. Yeah,
it's real. I think the small batch is really good if you're just wanting something to sip on and hang out and whatnot. I think it's the hype versus what I'm getting in my glass.
Yeah. If you go from this nose back to the Blanton's nose, that Blanton's nose is now a million, like it's just cloying sweet kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's like a spoonful of sugar.
Yeah, it's like, it's
burnt
too
sugar.
Sweet.
It's a spoonful of burnt toasted sugar.
So much. It's so much. Like,
so
it's
much.
Almost nauseating. Like, I think it's a crazy side by side.
So thanks for ruining that straight from the barrel that I finally found the Blantons I really liked.
Yeah, no, but again, on the palate, we didn't. It wasn't as sweet. Dustin's like, see, yeah. Initially going in, I was like, yeah, that's sweet. Now coming back, holy shit! And it's opened up and everything in the glass.
Okay, so Dustin thinks E.H. Taylor single barrel is very proof forward, even though it's bottle and bond. I would agree.
Really? Like it tastes higher in a bad way, or in like it hits higher than its proof kind of thing?
In my opinion, I'd love to hear what you have to say. In my opinion, I don't feel like it's in a bad way. I feel like it just drinks warmer. Like it's not like a smack you kind of thing for me.
Yeah. So I'm reading Matthew.
So you haven't had any of the E.H. Taylor. So Mr. Mom, do not think that for any reason that the small batch is bad. It's not bad.
It is good.
I'm just a spoiled brat. It's fine.
It is good, but I will say for me, so Nick, EH small batch is like, that is what I would hunt for him if I hunted and could go to a different state. But like he just like, he wishes that could be his daily, like he just loves the EHT small batch. He's a huge EHT fan in general. But for me, like I would take the Eagle Rare over the EHT small batch all day. I know I'm preaching to the choir.
I love Eagle Rare. I think it depends on what you're in the mood for, though. I think it depends on the circumstances, just like with any drink that you're going to have, right?
Yeah.
I think that when you get into some of these ones that we're drinking in particular tonight, the profiles can be so different.
Yeah. Like this right now.
A gas station, huh?
Nick and I, we're going to have to wait out in the freaking cold, but we're getting some Stagg Juniors this weekend. And unless they've gone up in price, it should be 52. I've got some knitting to do, and I've got my fleece sweatpants ready, my blankets. I'm going to be sitting out in a chair, get my Stagg Jr.
What is the major note that you get off of this E.H. Taylor?
Like off the palate?
Yeah.
It's weirder on the palate for sure. Hold on.
It's a little different, right? It's a little more tart than the nose.
That's why I went back to drink water, because I'm like, for me, this very much hits at its proof.
For sure. Okay.
I don't know how I muted myself. That was messy.
So think about your note, because I'm curious what your main note is that you get from that. most Hancocks just taste like a Buffalo Trace, but our good ones are pear apple. I like Hancocks, but again, I feel like it's a little thin. That it comes right in there at all the lower proof Buffalo Trace. Not all, sorry. A lot of those lower proof Buffalo Trace kind of hang out in that same arena, right? A little thin, good balance, great summer sipper. They're all kind of right in there. You're just going to pay more for some than you are for others, in my opinion.
Not quite tannic. Not quite tannic.
Okay.
I went back, sipped my Knob Creek 120 again. Because I feel like everything just veered off course all of a sudden. I'm digging it though. Sorry, I feel like we're both clicking on things.
Sorry. You do. You do
No,
the click-ins.
no, I'm apologizing.
No, do the click-ins.
I'm
all about it. I'm just like zinging along.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, oh shit, are we like giving people a headache with all the like flash, flash, flash? Here's one. That sip I liked a lot more. There's like a fruitiness, and maybe that's going along with the sour. Not at all the dark fruit. But not that sweet strawberry and syrup either. More.
Well, and I feel like of them, it's got a little bit more of that. I was gonna say breezy, and all of a sudden I was like, easy, breezy, beautiful. I don't know.
It's the cover girl of
Yeah.
And this is why it's women of whiskey. This is the cover girl of EHT.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's
this is what happens when I start out on someone else's live stream, 3 hours prior to ours or 2 hours prior to ours. So
what's the Maybelline one? Maybe it's something. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know.
Maybe it's whiskey. Maybe it's Maybelline.
But so we did the Straight from the Barrel and we did the E.H. Taylor, which are two totally different profiles.
They're so much more different than I thought they were going to be going. I don't know that I've done well, especially because I've only owned like Blanton's, the shitty one. Not sure.
I mean, the lesser of the preferred, I guess.
The little baby brother of the good Blantons.
But I don't think I realized how sweet that was until we literally set it next to something. And I don't know if it's because we put it next to this or just anything in general.
I feel like its sweetness is messing me up for the EHT kind of deal. Yeah. You know how like if you have like something really sweet next to something only slightly sweet, all of a sudden the something slightly sweet is like has no sweetness at all in comparison.
Yeah.
It's like it's removing, so I'm just getting the tart.
I don't know. I'm getting a lot of that tartness, that tang on it.
Same. I'm saving a little bit of my glass so I can have it after the Stagg because I'm hoping the Stagg's going to bring me back into known ground. Known ground. It's a phrase.
I'm not going to lie. I like it. I do
like it.
I'm very upset that I now like that Straight from the Barrel less than I did because I thought I really loved it. And now all I can think of is a jar of marshmallow fluff. And I don't think I can get past that now.
Right? So MC is thank you. Because that was going to bug me. All I could think was maybe it's natural, but maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. And Dustin, now he's going to come.
Yes. Yes.
It's so funny because it became, so I did go back and sip it again to sip the EHT.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so sweet now. Like and I'm not just saying that because Dustin said that at the beginning. It is like, oh my Jesus, that is
Jesus.
And I do not like saying the words.
Yeah, it's a thing now. I don't know that I'll ever get that out of my head.
Right? I didn't realize it would be so different between. So now I'm kind of stoked for this Stagg J back before they dropped the J.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, guys, By the way, in case you're wondering, if you haven't been here, if you've been under a rock and you just haven't been here, it's fine. The mystery boxes are not behind me because starting in 2025, the last Wednesday of the month is when we're going to do amazing mystery boxes. So that we're really making that count and we can do a couple of winners, and I'm not overwhelmed with delivering, and we're just going to pack them good of really full of really good stuff. Once a month at the end of the month. But every stream we are doing Patreon Plinko. So if you're $4 or above and our patron, just $4 a month gets you a chance every week to play Patreon Plinko. So we will still do that. Mystery boxes last Wednesday of the month.
So I was just checking the calendar. And so that's not next week, but the week after, the 29th is the last Wednesday of the month. So that's when to expect to try and enter for one of those awesome mystery boxes.
And that Saturday after that, Adriana is going to be here in the Whiskey Library, February 1st. We're going to go live together that Saturday, 6 o'clock Eastern, for Criminals and Cocktails and a little bit of shenanigans. Who knows? Maybe some giveaways, maybe some things. I don't know, but we're going to have a blast. I'm so excited.
If you're in the Patreon, expect that poll up like probably tomorrow or the next days.
Yep.
Get that vote in.
Yep.
I'm still kind of rooting for Leonardo Cianciula, but Nick pointed out that'd be good to save for next Halloween. So I'm open to not doing it.
I mean,
but it's a really
luckily it's not up to us, right? We'll throw it out there.
Yeah.
We're going to throw out 4 or 5 cases, 4 or 5 cocktails. Patrons, be ready. Please vote.
Yes,
Please vote. I don't want to have to make the decision. Just get in there and vote. We'll put a little quick spew of what they are. We've got some good ones. Hopefully when Nick and Adriana come here to visit, we're going to have time to do a couple of updates. There's been things that have happened in the Lori Vallow case. There's been some things going on with Menendez. So I'm excited to do some quick little 3-minute updates if we can.
Yes,
if we aren't having too much fun doing other things.
Little tidbits, like drinking.
All that good stuff.
Dustin, sorry, M10R. What is M10R? I'm blanking. M10R 2020.
Michter's 10?
Michter's 10 Reserve? I don't know that much about Michter's, to be honest. We don't get it in my state, so I don't.
Straight from the barrel. I am not getting, I don't know. I'm not getting all the letters today. It's not a thing for me.
Screw you,
no,
Tommy D.
Mark, I think it might be the other way around tonight. I think I might be riding that line.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up, but she's the one who started early. So over
I did. I started at 6 our time.
Oh, right.
It was so much fun.
That's why I check out.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done clicking. Did I see? Sorry, I went squirrely. I apologize. Whiskey Mountains, Women Whiskies, my birthday, February 1st.
How goes that?
Are you going to be okay? So, funny thing, my grandson is the next day, February 2nd. So, hopefully you're in chat so we can do a toast and all the things.
Right. But if you are just doing your thing, which we get, you can watch replay, but we will definitely at least have a pour of Stagg to celebrate your birthday. In fact, I'm going to write it down February 1st.
Yeah, I'm so glad you write things down.
I write things down. I don't always remember to check the things that I wrote down, which is stupid, but I do write them down. And then
it's so funny because I was like, okay, who won that Eagle Rare from Patreon Plinko? Okay, that's fine. Adriana said she wrote it down. And I'm like, I should probably watch the end of that.
That I'm good about.
Okay. So going back to
getting into the Stagg Jr.
I feel like I'm very squirrely tonight.
It might be the drunkenness.
It might be the.
For me, I didn't take my second Adderall today, which was stupid. But for you, it's probably the drunkenness.
The barrel proof light to have an impact. I mean, the night is young.
You know.
Your birthday's the 30th?
I know.
We're going to do all the birthday celebrations on the 1st.
Really?
It's going to be a birthday celebration. Adriana, could I bother you to write that down too? Because
Yep.
my
yes,
table's
yes,
not big enough yet. I'm still not set up all the way in here. I can't fit a notepad in here.
Yeah.
I was on Hello Again Whiskey Friends with my phone and my little stylist, and I'm like making notes.
Des, what's the drink we're having for you, Des? You got to give us, what's the pour we're going to for you?
Okay,
Maybe
Mark
like one.
Emenecker wants to know which stag we have.
It's a junior. That was
It
131.1.
is a junior.
What bat?
And it's the one that was on my shelf with the least amount in it.
Quieter?
So.
Oh, you're trying to like finish a bottle? Yeah.
Yeah, so now there's only this much in it.
Am I getting quieter?
I don't think so. Maybe I'm getting louder. Maybe I'm being obnoxious.
I mean, like, if other people agree, I can up the gain on my Yeti.
All right. I gotta look it up because they don't tell you on the old juniors. So
that's batch 131.1 proof. 12.
Yes,
Oh.
it is 12.
Dang, oh, wait, but he's saying 15.
No,
sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's 12.
It is, no, I think it is 15. The first thing it was saying Stagg Jr. batches 12 through 18 ranked. I didn't read the rest. It is batch 15.
Let me look.
I could go find my
15. It is. It's 15. I just know that I didn't want to pour 13 because it is my favorite and I want to nurse that thing till it's dead.
I'm very like, I traded a JD Rye with my best friend in Charlotte, Carolina Whiskey Girl on Instagram, for a Stag batch 15. So I'm like, I've got extra 15. So good. It does sound like it moved. That is weird. All right, I will try to up the game. That's funny because
all the birthdays. Josh Fritz is the 3rd.
Y'all are gonna regret me putting up the game. So,
I mean, we're gonna have to get decorations and shit at this point.
I know,
Holy moly!
Okay, I can have a sip now. Mark, what you drinking? Stag? Batch 15? Unopened. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The 12 is like considered one of the really. I feel like 12 and 14.
See, I loved 13. Loved 13 so much.
What we should do for the giveaway stream? Do just like a big stag fight. Everybody loves a stag side-by-side comparison.
Yeah, yeah. That could be cool. All right, so I see my husband saying hi to Lawrence, but I don't see Lawrence.
El camino más largo, right here.
Oh, there he is. He says, hey.
What up? He said, she seems really sober.
Totally.
Was that sarcasm?
Totally sober.
So sober. What's up?
I'm so glad I'm seeing some people drink that Exodus. That's yummy. Okay. So final thoughts.
Oh, on the EHD?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Tart, and I kind of want to revisit it after the stag. I don't want to give my final thoughts on it yet until I have the stag. That's my semi.
That's your final. That's your almost final thought.
It's my semi-final thoughts.
I don't know. I kind of like it. It is tangy. It's a little sassy.
A little sassy.
It's a little sassy.
Giving you a little sass. It's all that CoverGirl that it's wearing.
For sure.
I like it. Like I don't even wear makeup for the most part, but like only on the women's channel are we like, it's the CoverGirl of.
I saw something earlier that was like, what about the old hair color commercial that was like, only your hairdresser knows?
I saw that one. Yes. So now this is like the, I don't know, the NARS. What's another good brand of makeup? It's the only one I can think of.
I totally just went to Nair when you said that. Okay. No, anyway.
Fun fact, we used Nair on the mice for surgeries. Which I thought was insane. But it's real.
I'm doing a great job of maintaining, says Lawrence.
Look at that. It's the good.
But I forgot to say, welcome, El Camino Más Largo Brewing.
I think we all just like saying your brewing company.
I do. It took me a long time to learn it. I'm going to say it every time. Okay. I'm gonna move on. Are you ready? I know you want to.
Yes, Stagg Jr. is just like coming home.
Let's go to the stag.
Yeah, I love Stagg Juniors. It's not over the top on the grape, like with this batch particular. Like I've had other batches that I feel like the grape comes off more.
Mhm.
I'm getting a hint of it, but not, and it's certainly not crazy sweet.
I've never hated the grape in Stagg Jr. because
No,
the
I
proof
don't hate
always
the grape.
mellowed it out, in my
Exactly.
opinion.
I never hate the grape in Stag. Um, I kind of like that it's like a very identifiable note with most Stag or like a lot of Buffalo Trace in general, but like
Mhm.
the like you said, yeah, the proof just balances out so that it doesn't become like Dimetapp. Fuck that shit. Or,
Yeah.
like a medicinal grape or just overly sweet.
So I think my parents
Feeling
must
the
have
rush right now.
overdrugged me as a child because I hate anything cherry or grape medicinal. Like I feel like anything cherry or grape tastes like cough syrup to me.
Yeah. Yep. I hate grape flavor, particularly for me, anything like false, grape flavored, grape Jolly Rancher or Lollipop or what, it just immediately Dimetapp and I
Yep.
can't.
I can't have grape suckers or anything, but for some reason, Buffalo Trace, that grape to me is different. I don't know what it is that makes that hit a little different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's why like it's funny because it's a great note without giving me the nausea of anything that smells like Dimetapp.
Yeah.
What is that? Egg
Egg roll, cheers, egg roll. I had a heart-to-heart with Ellie about the fact that she still has not packaged up your Christmas gift egg roll, and she was not remorseful at all. So her and I think we're gonna have to go talk to her dad about this.
Ellie's a lazy bum. She's still in that like post-Christmas, just lazy bum. I'm not ready to actually get started phase. I feel it, Ellie. I get it. Mark, you were a fan of Dimetapp? Like I've heard of being a fan of Pepto-Bismol. I think I went through that phase.
Oh,
But Dimetapp? Ugh.
I got in trouble in the third grade. They called my mom, because I had taken a couple tins of secrets to school and was handing them out and saying they were candy.
You and
And
Nick taught me what these were. These were cough drops.
there were little lozenges that came in a tin, like an Altoid tin.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently I thought everyone needed to have those, which is probably why I don't like anything cherry now. But
Yeah, probably. I mean,
okay. I'm gonna drink this now. Murphy's dead asleep next to me, and Ellie never comes on here anymore because she hangs out with her dad.
I feel
Whatever.
like this is a good note. Yes, Eagle Rare is more like a Kool-Aid powder grape, not medicine grape. For me, that hits home. That is a recognizable note. I feel like it's more along those lines.
Yeah,
And
I
I
guess so. I think
honestly, I
I've
think
always
other
thought it was more
Buffalo
like grape
Traces.
jelly.
I could see that. I kind of get like
But
I don't know. I feel like the grape Kool-Aid is a good. That's it for
yeah,
me. Like that registers really well because it's always like kind of a bit of grape and a bit of bubblegum almost sometimes.
yeah, especially since I used to always water down the Kool-Aid, so that I could get. At first, I
Yeah.
was thinking of like, I don't know if you did it, but I used to lick my finger and stick it in the Kool-Aid mix.
Yeah, buddy, I did. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Or the quick Nesquik. Nesquik? Yeah. Nesquik strawberry powder. Oh, that was my jam.
Okay, see, egg roll gets it.
Some of y'all in your how do you say it? Sucrets?
Secrets. Yeah,
Secrets. Secrets.
secrets. Um, so here's a new name. Maybe I just haven't paid attention, but Whiskey Land TV, hello. Don't know that
Yay,
I've seen
Ellie
you her.
Swag.
Welcome.
Graham crackers with what is graham crackers with frosting? Like which thing are you getting that on? Whiskeyland TV. And then somebody said, I'm trying to find it. Oh, Dustin again. So not Brown Foreman fans. I like
I
like
actually, I think it just depends on what you're, I
overall
don't
sweet.
know. Because I do like Brown Foreman. I think for me, it's all about a lot of his proof will mellow that out.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think
I like
what
banana
other
note.
notes are there, if it's layered or if it's more cohesive.
Yeah.
I just don't like it when it smacks you right out of the gate, like in the beginning of your sip. I don't like that. I don't mind it if it's on finish.
I like the banana note that I often get in Brown Forman products, like that banana Foster sort of deal.
Like the creme brulee thingy,
Yeah, yeah, you know?
which I
I'm all about
cannot stand creme brulee, but I love to smell it. But I can't eat the texture of it. It creeps me out.
Same. I don't actually like it's one of these things, there's so many things that I want to like, and I like an aspect like the smell, but then I keep trying to make myself like it and I actually freaking do not. It's the same thing with like tea, honey. Good for
Okay.
you. Pixie sticks. Yes, pixie sticks. I forgot about those. So anyways, light on the grape for this stag batch for me. It's not as grapey as other ones. Honestly, it
I
doesn't have
feel
a strong
like
nose.
I can't really speak to the proofiness of it because I swear to God, I feel like I've been drinking all freaking night. Um,
That's fair.
but I am gonna say the E.H. Taylor, I felt like I could feel the burn of that proof more than I could on the
Yeah,
Stag, even though this is so
yeah.
much higher.
I
Well,
feel
so
like for me,
it.
the proof shows up, and this is the way I like proof to show up. It's the way ECBP proof often shows up for me, where it shows up by punch of flavor. Like it's not a sharpness, it's not that ethanol, it's just that there's so much flavor that hits you right, as opposed to like, let me let it linger and I need to chew on it and try to find the different things. This is much more like, mm, like you're
Like it
Mike
takes
Tyson in his
everything and
prime, not
elevates
Mike
it.
Tyson against Jake Paul. Like it's 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 in there kind of deal. Like this is my kind of the way. Although I will say it's not lingering as well. Like the finish isn't as long as like the weirdly enough like the Blantons. I feel like had the best like long finish.
That sweet coating your
Really,
tongue.
maybe because it's so cloying, it's just like lingering that kind of deal. But I feel like initially when we had that before the others, and it didn't seem as sweet as it does now that we've had the others,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
but the finish really lingered, and we're like, oh, I kind of get the proof just because of how long it lingers. This next one, we were like, oh, now I'm getting the proof more front of the palate.
Mhm.
This one's like that beautiful in between. Like, it's just, I love Stagg Jr so much. It's
So
so
I
good.
feel like the Blantons, you're trying to get through the sugar, right?
Yeah,
And then you got the E.H. Taylor that gives you that proof that you so much needed after that sugar, right?
yeah,
That it was hard to really appreciate all the other stuff about it that you normally would like because you're just so grateful for that sting to get rid of that sugar that we just had.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then you go into this Stag and you're like, there's that elevation of flavor that I was looking for.
Yes,
There's
yes.
the proof that just makes it pop versus coming down like a hammer.
Yeah.
And it's sweet, but not killing you, and it's all the
It
stuff.
has layers.
So
It has more complexity, I feel like for me. The
yeah.
Actually, now I want to revisit the EHT.
But I think that was a good analogy of like an ECBP and the Stag and how that proof just takes your already beautiful notes and kind of puts them in a
Yeah,
package and hands them to you, right?
it's funny because like I know some people are like proof hounds in the way of like, oh, just the higher proof, the better, the more worth it is to pay that money or whatever. Uh, and I'm a bit of a proof hound, but more because I just and it's the same with like any just normal food, not just whiskey. Like I can't deal with bland food. It needs to like punch with some flavor,
Yeah.
So it's like I'm Puerto Rican, like we're like throw every freaking thing in and just like blow it up sort of deal. So it's like
Right.
I like that punch of, and so it's like a lot of ECBPs, you get that punch of flavor. Stag Jr, you like really get that punch, like and that it's complex. It's not just like one thing. You can keep sipping it and be like, I can't find like the one note that I'm getting because there's just a
Yeah.
few things competing here, but in a nicely balanced way. I think it's doing that better than the other two did
I would
for
agree
me.
with that. And I think I'm so sad because when I had that straight from the barrel the other night for the first time, I was like, I'm surprisingly happy with that. Like, I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, it literally had it had layers, but they didn't connect at all. It was just a sugary slide, and then you would get those little layers in between, but they weren't connected at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it totally changed the way I looked at the whole thing. I definitely want to go back and try it again without anything, and maybe I can find my MSRP it's okay kind of thing again. But
yeah, I mean, my thing is like I went into the Blantons was our first pour. So y'all, some people have asked, the first thing we had was Blanton straight from the barrel at 128.8 proof. Then we had EHT barrel proof. Mine was 129.3, hers was 127.8, I think. And then we had Stagg Jr. Batch 15, which was 131.1 proof. My thing was we started with the Blantons. I already went on about I'm not a fan of like normal Blantons, so I was like not primed to be like, oh, this is gonna be great because it's like, a special Blantons. But like going into it initially, it was really good. Like, it was very sweet on the nose, but on the palate, it didn't come off overly sweet. The problem was when we moved forward and then revisited it and let it open up for a while, it's like the sweetness just took over kind of deal. So, but I think by itself, that it was really delicious. It was delicious. Like I really liked it. We both liked it a lot, but didn't quite love it.
Well, I was thinking about it. It would be a great one to do, like on New Year's Eve with, you got a bowl of Chex Mix out there and some salty pretzels and stuff like that, and then you have a pour of this.
I balance it that way. Yeah,
it's going to balance that out, and you're going to really bring those flavors out to where you're not just concentrated on that marshmallow fluff.
Yeah.
So I am going to say we are at 10 after the hour. We're going to be doing Patreon Plinko soon. We're going to do some final thoughts on this and talk about a few other things. So Patreon Plinko is for patrons $4 and above. We have some great things that we're planning for tonight. And then the last Wednesday of the month, we will bring back our Pick It or Pass It mystery box game with 2 winners. But now's your chance. Get in there.
Yeah. Oh, weird.
Okay.
Trying to like.
Gotta go back to this side. We gotta try it again. I gotta do it.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to like go back, have water in between each, and
now on the nose, it is like a vanilla frosted cake.
Yeah.
Like that really sweet frosting, not like the Cool Whip type frosting that they make at Costco, but the really sweet stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's
wow. Like, I don't know if that's from the flight or if it just once it sits there for a while that comes out. But I'm definitely not finishing that tonight. That's my least favorite. My least favorite.
Mm-hmm. Now, what would be interesting is to try it with some non-Buffalo Trace, because I feel like Buffalo Trace is an overall like just sweeter thing. Like if you had it with like a Wild Turkey and an Up Creek, things that tend to be like a little bit drier or whatever, like more.
Do you know what I had it with?
Maybe that'd help.
The first time I tried it, which was on New Year's Eve, I had it with the Thomas Handy.
Oh, yeah. Well, that should balance.
Love the Blantons.
Right? In comparison. I like
it's so much cheaper.
It's just like a rich mofo who wants to do an insane blend. Like, I feel like this could be the sweet part of a blend with something that just has no natural sweetness whatsoever. Like,
so it was crazy because our friend that came over on New Year's Eve won the Thomas Handy from the Idaho Lottery, I think. And then came across in the wild the straight from the barrel. Both of those he acquired the straight from the barrel, let us know, said, hey, do you want this? I'm like, sure. And then he brought over the handy for us to try. So I had both of those in the same night within like 30 minutes of each other. And I'm like, wow, that Blanton straight from the barrel was surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
I'm very
yeah.
disappointed by the handy. And now
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, when I put it up next to stuff I really like, I don't like that Blanton's at all.
Yeah. It's like, but that's like, honestly, it's one of the things I love about whiskey is like how much it can vary night by night. So it's like, it's not so much do I like this tonight, but it's like, okay, I've had this multiple times in my life with different things and a different kind of day and whatever. Like, and it's held up more times than not. Whereas this other thing, once it was good, but all the other times I hated it. Like, like it can vary so much. Like, I don't know. I think it makes more fun. It's kind of like a fun part of it.
All right, so I think we both know our least favorite, right?
I think so. Real quick. Mark and Manecker is going to be in San Juan soon. If La Bombonera is open, that's the restaurant you want to go to. The last time I was there, they were doing some shit. One time they were closed. Like, but if it's open, La Bombonera, that's the place you want to go to. It's legit. So. Also, Viejo San Juan, just all over Old San Juan. Just stay there with the cobblestone streets, and you can't go wrong. I love it there. My face. Anyways, yeah, I think we both know our last place.
Yep,
That's
we're there.
pretty easy.
What's your second?
So I know. Oh, that time was actually better, but yeah, my second is going to be the EHT barrel proof for me. So, yeah, same.
I'm just a Stagg fan, and I thought maybe I would be surprised if I put these all together, but no, I mean, I like the H. Taylor very much. I very much like it. I just really like the Stagg. Stagg is probably, I mean, if you take out the fact that I'm an Eagle Rare lover and the price point, all that stuff, Stagg just has it all going on. It is the whole package with a bow.
It's funny because like I even like was thinking earlier and I'm like, no, it's too complicated to try and set it up. I'm like trying to do this blind. I've done it before where like I poured it all and wrote little cards and then switched things up and then held up the card. But it would be hard for us to be aligned and all of that. But like I feel like even if this was blind, the Stagg would have won. Like it's not just the bias. I mean, it's easy to say that knowing it kind of thing, but I was very open to EHT beating it. It's good. It's really good. And I revisited multiple times with water, out of order, everything.
Yeah.
But the Stag's just like, yeah, it hits. It's good. Good. And it's only so for me, the EHT barrel proof I had was slightly higher than yours. So it's only, less than 2 proof separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it punches with so much more like complexity of flavor and everything. Bourbon. I'm gonna write it in as women whiskey, so because that's easy.
Yeah.
Real
quick, I did want to say we did have a donation tonight. Sean Peak sent a $20 donation that said, I know there's no giveaway tonight, but I wanted to donate anyway. Cheers. Thank you so much, Sean. That means so much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Cheers, Sean. That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. Thanks, buddy. Mark, that's actually where my parents used to go on dates when they would go into San Juan. Was at La Bombonera. And then it's like closed and reopened and closed and reopened. So I'm like, if it's open again. The spot was still there when I was there last year, but second.
All right. We did our faves. Do you know what that means?
Okay. Is it Plinko time?
It is. I just want to see if we got anyone that I am missing or forgetting. Let's see. All right. I think we've got everyone. Let's see what we're playing for tonight. Yes?
Yeah.
I remembered. Okay. So tonight we've got the State Flight board, a beanie, a bubble butt rocks glass, choice of a t-shirt, a $20 gift certificate. You can have wow boxers or briefs, a caribou crossing, or the
Ew.
Whiskey Box leather journal and pen.
Yes.
Those of you that are new here and you're wondering what the heck are boxers or briefs, you can't unsee it now, folks. It's there forever. It's seared into your brain right there. You get a choice. Okay.
Like trying to Vera White it.
You're like,
Look, but there's a shelf in my face. It's not working.
yeah, the flight board is super cool. It's burnt and amazing, and it's from a local distillery here in Idaho, from their actual barrels. So, all right, you know how this goes. If you are a patron, $4 or higher, please put hashtag Plinko in the comments. Bourbon Engineer says for a future toasted cheese sandwich.
Is it a New England thing to call it toasted cheese? What do you call it? Do you call it toasted cheese or grilled cheese?
I mean, it depends on if you actually grill it or make it in a toaster oven.
Do people make them in toaster? I don't have a
Oh,
toaster.
yeah, especially in college, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, see? That's how that goes.
I'll be fancy. All right.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right. Do your hashtag Plinkos, because we're going to do my favorite thing in the whole freaking world. Here we go.
The Patreon Plinko. It's a game to play. With whiskey in our hands, we'll make your day. Support the show. Enjoy the fun with the women of whiskeys. Cheers, everyone. Now you know, yeah, it's time for Patreon Plinko.
Yay!
All right.
All right.
Not a lot of people got in today.
No, let's see. I know it's crazy because I think it's because a lot of the patrons are on the East Coast, so they don't like hang out
that's right.
first
Yeah.
to make the odds like really good.
Yeah, we did go a little bit late. Yeah. Good grilled cheese.
Okay. Let's see where we are.
Bum, ba-da-da-ba-bum.
Should we share the screen? Let's do it.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Let's collect some comments. 6 entries.
It's not
I
showing.
love that so much.
Should it be showing? I don't think it's showing.
It's not showing?
I don't like I see it down in the thing. Oh, let me there we go. I had to add it to stage for some reason.
Well, I'm glad I have you.
It normally auto does that for you. Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry, Des.
6 entries. Oh, if they just showed up. You guys have great odds. Good luck. Here we go. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I don't know how that goes. Dun, dun. And it is Matthew Parks. Woohoo! Matthew
Almost thought it
Parks,
was Jasmine.
congratulations. I hope you're still here. It's been 30 whole seconds.
Come on. A
Because
through F.
I just need to know. Okay, I still haven't figured out the whole whiskey library Plinko thing, but I'm working on it.
Working on it.
All right. Can you solo Adriana since I don't have a free hand?
Yes, I got you.
Thank you. Yay. All right, wait. Doop, 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 doop. There we are. Hi. Look, you can see my laptop in the thing there. See?
Oh, yeah. You see the
All
behind the
right.
scenes.
A, B, C, D, E, F. He already knows. He says, how about E? All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Number 5.
Da, 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 da.
What was number 5? What is that? Ah, yes. $20 gift certificate to womenofwhiskies.com. That is amazing. I will get that sent over to you. You just go to Women of Whiskeys. We've got everything from our glasses to our
T-shirts,
underwears,
sweatshirts,
our t-shirts, our things.
leggings.
you just go over there. Once I get that sent over, you should see it in your email. I've got your email, I think, Sean. So we'll get that sent over.
Perfect.
Yay!
I like.
Malum likes grilled peanut butter and jelly.
I've never had a grilled one, but I dig a peanut butter and jelly.
I like grilled tuna and cheese.
Oh, nope.
Yum.
Nope.
So
Nick is
good.
not even allowed to eat tuna unless I'm out of town. Or it better be like hours before I'm getting home because I will snip that shit out. Oh,
It's got to be albacore tuna, and it's got to
Right.
be real cheddar cheese. It's the only way to do it.
the only way to eat it is without the tuna.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the little super chats that we got, for playing Plinko, for hanging out and drinking with us. I mean, what gets better midweek than a Wednesday with friends drinking and giving away free shit?
Drinking delicious freaking nonsense. It's been awesome. I don't know. The only thing that might be slightly better is an in-person Criminals and Cocktails on a Saturday, February 1st. I think that's the only thing. Yeah.
I mean, that might top it off. Yeah,
That
that
would
could
be
be great. Or better yet, the night before when we're just in my bar drinking and might just happen to throw some into Patreon. I mean, maybe a Patreon live or something like that.
Oh, Patreon live hangout shenanigans, very off the rails nonsense.
That could be amazing.
that
I'm
happening.
just saying.
I can see it.
As usual, Adriana's so much fun. Hey guys, check out Whiskey Mountains. She has a channel over there with lots of great content. She has an amazing palate, and she goes out and she does these hikes and she drinks whiskey and she tells you all about it. Go check out Whiskey Mountains. It's down in the description. There's a link. If nothing else, go over, like it, subscribe, all that good things.
Give me a subscribe. I'm hoping to go for a hike this weekend. It depends on the avalanche risk.
It's so freaking cold. You're crazy. You're crazy.
But I like the winter hikes because they're very like Narnia, like the whole snow and silence, and it's just really pretty. So we'll see. Hopefully something new upcoming.
And if you guys are new and you had a good time, hit the subscribe button. If you're new or old or been here forever, just hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. Thank you so much. All right. And cheers, everybody. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Cheers.
Bye.